This is my message today. So in 1997, I didn't know how to become Muslim. I knew I wanted to be Muslim. I knew that this is the real religion of Moses and Jesus and Abraham. So what I did, I went to the only mosque I knew in London, the one in Regent's Park with the big cold dome. It's right in the middle of Regent's Park. And I went there and I said to them, I want to be Muslim. That I wanted to be Muslim. And they said, actually, I'll read this. They asked me some questions in the Quran. They said, you want to be Muslim? They said, do you believe that Allah, God Almighty, is the only creator? I said, yes. Do we agree? Because human beings can manufacture. But to manufacture means to take something that's already in existence and manipulate it. Manufactor from the Latin. But to create means to create something, a material, out of nothing. Can we do that? Can we do that? Only God can do it. So they said, is Allah the only creator? Do you believe Allah is God Almighty, is the only creator, the only provider, the only sustainer, the only benefactor, the only protector, the only controller of creation? I said yes. They said, do you believe that Allah alone is perfect and the creation has its imperfections? So when it comes to our hearing and our sight and our judgment, it's limited. We can be correct and we can be wrong. But Allah has perfect attributes, perfect knowledge, perfect judgment, perfect love. Can you imagine that? Perfect love, perfect compassion, perfect forgiveness, perfect knowledge, perfect sight, perfect hearing, perfect judgment, perfect wisdom, and perfect justice. They said, do you agree to that? I said, yes. I affirm Tawheed al-Rububiyyah and Tawheed al-Asma wa Sifat. I affirm belief in the uniqueness of God's Lordship and the uniqueness of God's names and attributes and characteristics. Then they said, okay, last thing. Do you believe that actions of worship, such as prayer or fasting, or giving charity to the poor, or showing kindness to orphans, or showing respect to your mother or the elderly, these are all actions of worship? Love, fear, hope, they're actions of worship in your heart. Right? There's inner actions of worship and outer actions of worship. You follow? All these actions should only be directed to God alone. I said yes. They said, okay, your belief in God is the Muslim belief. They said, do you believe that Moses, Jesus and Muhammad were worshippers of God and messengers of God? I said yes. They said, say, La ilaha illallah wa Muhammad wa Isa Rasulullah. They said, say that nothing has the right to be worshipped except God alone, and that Jesus and Muhammad were worshippers and messengers of God. And I said it. They said, you're Muslim. That easy.